Dear friends, good morning. I, Jaswant Singh Kelasia, welcomes you in our YouTube channel, Parad Germinates the Democracy. Today, we will discuss about the history of democracy. For this, we have made a write-up and divided into two parts. You have seen first parts of this write-up. Now, I am presenting you the second part of the subjects. In previous episodes, we have told that because of the so many changes, the concepts of democracy came into existence, and because of that First World War and Second World War, so many territorial changes also taken place in the world. Because of this global changes, so many states came into existence and so many countries came into existence. Amongst them, the emergence of nation states. What is the meaning of that nation states? We are explaining like this. In due course of time, when common men establish and ensure their fundamental human rights and rights of equality, then the group of peoples having common geographical region, having common geographical area, common faith, common culture, and common historical background refuses to and oppose to the pre-existing empirical states' territorial boundaries, and then by breaking and reorganizing and establishing new territorial boundaries, formed new states. Due to this socio-political and the revolutionary phenomena, so many new states came into existence. Due to several revolutions and even due to two world wars, colonialistic states were abolished and several independent states, nation-states came into existence for the purpose of governance and administration. For these newly formed independent states, on the basis of liking of majority people, some selected persons have been chosen and assigned for them to govern and administer upon the states. The states created in this manner were called a nation states, and the people living in such states were called as nation. But sorrowful reality is that the elements and concepts, values of feudalism, barbarianism, dictatorship, theocracy, colonialism, racism, superstitions, theomania, ritualism still could not be eradicated completely from the societies of the world. So also still their votaries and professories are still remain in the society. Not even this, nowadays they all are on development and extension stage. A most serious thing which is needed attention that because of inter-conflicts occurred between above mentioned all anti-human concepts, values with logistic, rationalistic thinking and scientific temperament resulted into two world wars. Nowadays we are observing, noticing that further a inter-conflict is likely to be appeared. We predict that if in future, because of this inter-conflicts in between these opposition, between these opposite values as mentioned above occurs, then the third world war shall not be happen amongst the communities, countries, states, nations, but it shall be happened amongst different civilizations of the world. An eminent professor, Samuel Huntington of Harvard University, USA, identified and demarcated 6 major civilizations in the world. Number 1, the Western European Christian civilization. Number 2, Yellow Mongol Buddhist civilization. Number 3, Arabic Islamic civilization. Number 4, Jainism civilization. Civilization of tribalism, animism, which is found amongst all tribal aboriginals of all over the world. And sixth one is Aryan civilization. It occurs with Sanatana Hindu religion. 6. Aryan civilization. It concerns with Sanatana Hindu religion. Professor Huntington established a principle which is termed as clash in civilization. As per this principle, if there would be a third world war, then it would be due to clash amongst these civilizations. Here, it is not relevant to further explain about the principle of Professor Samuel Huntington, but it shall be sufficient to explain that in future, if one civilization interferes unwantedly and excessively in the affairs of other civilization, or it may be said to hinder an unwanted captainship, shall be the main reason of all clash war. We are observing all these symptoms of this. In this regard, our study reveals that amongst so many regions, the First World War, a major reason was also that in one side, the aspirations of liberty, human rights, equality, justice were very acute and high. As a result, these aspirations paved the way of revolution in Russia in 1917, and in the same consequences in the leadership of Comrade Lenin, Great October Revolution taken place. In other side, because of whim and ego clashes of the then feudals, dictators, they jumped in the war. But this First World War very badly resulted into that all over the world, especially in European countries, a steep downfall of agricultural production, and they have trapped in the crisis of economic slowdown. But a great advantage of this turmoil and crisis was that establishment, manifestation, and development of democratic principles and institutions taken place with very high speed all over the world. Up to 1930, because of above mentioned crisis and economic slowdown, further it resulted into a great hindrance in development and establishment of democratic institutions. The leaders, kings, industrialists, feudal, businessmen, and other elite classes wanted to overcome from the crisis of economic slowdown and wanted to get more and more profit. They intended to extend their businesses and to supply their commodities by hook and crook, legally or illegally, started to enter other neighboring countries' states. Due to this undue entrance and expansion of business and supplies created some sort of unrest, unsatisfaction amongst the local businessmen, industrialists, and other related peoples. This unsatisfaction and unrest in due course of time converted into enmity and clashes of whim and ego amongst the several neighboring states and state heads. This enmity and clash of whim and ego ultimately resulted into Second World War. But at last, this Second World War paved the way of establishment and development of modern day democracy and abolition of colonial states. Not even this, so many international organizations, institutions came into existence. Because of this, the world become a global village. We have to see in the history of development of democracy that after end of the Second World War, though in most of the countries, states, more or less democracy have been implemented for election of public representative system of adult franchise and casting the vote confidentially have launched and implemented but United States of America, USA and its friends countries states having liking capitalistic economic system came into a group. In other side, countries states having communist socialistic economical social system congregated another groups. Amongst the countries, states, nations divided into two campus groups under captainship of USA and Soviet Union USSR. A 5 to 6 decades long Cold War run and continued between these two giants. Though India adopted an international policy of non-alliance, but for economic, social, commercial and the technological industrial requirements, India could not be able to stand perfectly on this policy. Even though later on in the era of industrialization, information technology and competition of atomic weapons, LPG, it appears that this Cold War between two giants power have been ended, but a competition of domination and captainship is not yet completely ended. The mentality of obstinate competition for existence of dominancy in their respective favor region, expansion, extension of business, trades, supply of materials and technologies, especially war armed and atomic technology, atomic weapons, etc. amongst USA and Russia nowadays become a serious danger for the existence and peace and happiness to this global village. In front of this world, a second serious problem is of terrorism. For this terrorism, our views are totally and radically different because this subject is not relevant here. Hence, we would like to say only that until identification and proper diagnosis of this problem is not be done and root causes are not to be traced out for this problem under the testimony of the principle of law of contradiction established by Comrade Mao Zedong, this problem of terrorism is not able to solve completely and perfectly. According to the principle of contradictions, present day fighting against terrorism to combat terrorism is a futile and wasteful exercise. It is just entanglement in secondary and tertiary contradiction. Leaving the principal contradiction means leaving root cause of the problem. This type of entanglement is amount to increase the problem of terrorism in place of to eradicate it. This traditional approach to tackle this problem of terrorism leads to grave devastation of human being. Dear friends, in this episode, what is the description of history of democracy is not so simple and easy. The democracy that we see today has been derived and developed after so many turmoils, ups and downs, heavy bloodsheds, sacrification of crores of people. But when we study about the classical definition and its annotation and connotation of modern day democracy, then we find that it is suffering from a stigma. In the guise of democracy, so many new and newer experiments are being carried out, and such methodology have been evolved, those are really against the democracy and public representation, and as a whole they are all against the universal suffrage of the people, that is to exercise their power of vote. In present days all over the world, real democracy and real public representation have been maligned and corrupted. All these malignation and corruption are known as elitism, narrow nationalism, corporatism, neo-colonialism, caste race capitalism, LPG, liberation, privatization, globalization. All these things are proving as dangerous to the people, common masses, and to key elements of the democracy. In India, a brief account of history of development of establishment of Indian democracy we shall be discussed in separate episodes. Dear friends, we conclude the second part of this write-off. Thanks for being with us and seeing full episodes. If you think that our views are radically different, you think if our views are radically and totally different and new one, so kindly please like, subscribe and share our this channel. Thanks again for being with us.